Good Wednesday morning, y'all. So, the last video I took of me during my flare was on Sunday. It is Wednesday now, and you know how I said I really hope the next video I upload I'm feeling better? Well, I'm feeling better, y'all. I'm not out of this flare yet. Moving in the right direction. I'm still running feeds. I'm still not able to eat as much, but you know, I'm not having these violent vomiting spells anymore. I'm not getting sick in bed anymore. I'm sleeping through the night. Yesterday I was able to drink a little bit of my Kate Farms formula and have a few bites of plain white rice. So I'm hoping within a week or so I'll be off my tube feeds again and eating like I was prior to this flare up and can put this horrible mess behind me. It's a pretty miserable week, but look at this. I'm out of the house. I'm at the neighborhood dog park with Harlow. I wasn't able to leave the house for a whole week, and that drove me nuts. Talk about cabin fever, but I just didn't feel well enough to leave, and I left the house for the first time in a week yesterday to go see my doctor, just to make sure I was on the right track and okay to travel. Because Judd and I are leaving for a very important overnight trip today, and I'm gonna tell y'all all about it. First, I just wanna find Harlow because I do not see her. Oh, there she is. She was just behind this tree. Ooh, go on, go smell. Go do your thing. Okay, located the pooch. Harlow, get out of there. She's trying to dig a hole. So anyways, Judd and I are taking a trip today. We live on the... Your mouth? Come here. Look at your mouth. There's just dirt. Ugh. All right, go get out of here. Go have fun. So Judd and I live on the west coast of Florida in Tampa Bay. We're driving 4 hours to the east coast, St. Augustine, to see a doctor. And since I'm still in a flare and not doing my best, driving 4 hours there and back in one day seems too much for me to handle right now. So we're actually gonna be staying the night. We're gonna drive there, stay the night tonight, and then I see this geneticist tomorrow morning. So yes, this doctor is a geneticist, and I've seen geneticists before. The first one I saw was at Mayo Clinic, and that's where I was diagnosed initially with my genetic disorders, my Ehlers-Danlos syndrome and my mitochondrial disease. I didn't know what either of those were when I was diagnosed, but you know, we were at Mayo because I was having health problems and we needed answers. And then we left Mayo and we were quite overwhelmed with these life-changing diagnoses, so we wanted to make sure they were accurate. So we sought a second opinion and went to Shands, which is the hospital system in Gainesville. They're associated with UF Health, they're really good, and we saw a geneticist there. The diagnoses were accurate, he confirmed them, but actually that geneticist was more thorough than Mayo and found more discrepancies in my blood, such as my immunodeficiency. So why am I seeing a geneticist again if I've already seen two and I already have my diagnoses? Because kind of the thought behind genetics is that they will diagnose you, but they're not so much for treatment. Like, they can guide you in treatment, but you see the geneticist for a diagnosis and then you're on your way. But when I was diagnosed, it was about 2 or 3 years ago, and we've made a lot of leeway in understanding and treating my Ehlers-Danlos, but not as much my mito, because when I was diagnosed 2 or 3 years ago, I was only the second person in the entire world to have been found with that specific mitochondrial mutation. A lot of mito diseases are heterozygous, meaning some of the mitochondria are mutated, but mine is homozygous, meaning they're all mutated. And like I said, only the second person in the world to have been diagnosed with it. So what both geneticists told me is, unfortunately, we don't know a whole lot about this mutation, but we do know it is negatively impacting your health. It is contributing to your complications. But that was 2 or 3 years ago. I definitely feel that within that time, there could have been more research, new discoveries, better treatments created. So I feel it's appropriate for me to go get another genetic consult. And I'm seeing a new geneticist because the geneticist I saw at Shands, who I really liked, is no longer doing clinical, meaning he doesn't see patients anymore, he only does research. And the geneticist at Mayo, who was also good, actually left Mayo Clinic and has his own private practice, which is great, but he doesn't take insurance. And since we are closing on our new home in 2 or 3 weeks, which is exciting, I know, also a little stressful, but anyways, seeing a doctor and paying those out-of-pocket costs, which is quite expensive, is just not in our budget right now. Plus, I have a friend with mito who has highly recommended this geneticist we're seeing tomorrow, and he takes insurance, so nothing bad can come of it. Worst case, there's no new information. Best case, maybe he orders some testing, or he can give us more info on my health, help me find better treatments to make me more stable. So we'll see how it goes. That's not a stick. I'm pretty sure that's a root. She does not care. Harlow. Getting dirty before our trip, little stinker. I don't care, have fun. Okay, well, don't eat it. Ow, Harlow, go. There she goes. Oh, you're making me dizzy. Well, I'm heading home to finish packing up, wake up Judd so we can hit the road, and I just realized I'm talking about Mito, which some of y'all may not be familiar with. I do have a video about my Mito here, like my genetic mutations. High school biology, do y'all remember? The powerhouse of the cell, that's what the mitochondria are, and when they're mutated, it can affect so much in your body. And I'll put a link to a really good website with good resources on Mito in the description, but yeah, having Mito definitely contributes to my health problems, but hopefully we'll get more answers and maybe some better treatments. She ran herself silly having the zoomies. We are officially on the road.
We've been on the road for 2.5 hours now.
Yeah, we have. My body's feeling it. But we just stopped at a gas station, and every time we go to that gas station,
every time we go up to Jacksonville, we take the back roads from Tampa Bay instead of going through Orlando.
Because then we avoid I-4, which is the most horrendous highway ever.
Yeah, but it happens to be the same gas station that we stopped at, or I stopped at on the way up to Fort Benning when I was going to basic, and from Tampa Bay, like the MEP station there. And so I think there was 12 of us originally on this tiny van going up to
Georgia,
Fort Benning, Georgia, and we stopped there and traded vans to take us the rest of the way up to Fort Benning, and 11 of us got off one van, sleepily walked over to the other van, and then told the driver, yeah, we're all here. She didn't do a count off, and we're just like, let's go. So we went. 5.5 hours later, when we're pulling into the front gates at Fort Benning, Georgia, she's like, all right, give me a final count off. And we're like, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 11. She's like, no, that's not right, count off again. So we count off like 4 times. We're like, lady, like, I don't know what to tell you. There's only 11 of us back here. No one's hiding on the roof. No one's underneath the seats. We're all awake because we're like 2 minutes away from getting to basic training. And she's like, well, there's supposed to be 12 of you on here, so I don't know what happened.
I forgot.
Apparently what happened was when we stopped off at the gas station, the 11 of us that were sleepily walking over to go to the other bus that just straight up got on the bus, didn't care about anything in the world, got on that bus. Well, one of us did not do that.
Maybe
and
he went to get snacks
somewhere.
Or like went to use the bathroom.
Don't know what happened to him.
Did you ever find out about him?
Nope. Never did.
Just gone.
Never heard his name again. Never did anything. He just got elected in Ocala.
Y'all, we made it. You know that's not yours, right? That's Judd's flip-flop. Alright, she's not chewing your flip-flop, she's using it as a comfy place to chew her toy.
She likes to do.
Thanks for driving, babe. Might go get Japanese later because they have this really bland soup called clear soup that I love. It tastes
Miso soup's
good.
where it's at.
I like miso soup, but I need something bland if I'm gonna try and eat, so the clear soup is good. But anyways, I wanted to show y'all my outfit because these are new shorts and I think they're adorable and they're so comfy. I got them from Old Navy, but it's like 60 degrees and dropping here in northern Florida. That's not
North
Florida. So I can't wear this anymore. Plus, I'm gonna put on pajamas and maybe sleep for the rest of the night. I don't know. I'm really tired, but we made it. Is she just burping on you?
No, she's groaning.
I'm exhausted, but I'm glad we made it. I
It's
gotta.
nice and warm underneath your ears.
Is it? My hands are cold.
Get out.
She's my service dog.
She's warming my
You warmed me.
the vent.
Hi. Oh, your breath is hot. She's breathing on me. Oh, I think we're gonna end the vlog here. We got a busy day tomorrow. So with that, we'll say goodbye. And thanks for joining us on our adventure.